The soup is cold, the final equilibrium, a vast and silent expanse of uniform energy where all gradients have dissolved. This is where we left the cosmos, on the precipice of heat death, entropic victory, the ultimate cancer, where no exchange is possible. It is the logical conclusion of a universe conceived as finite, closed body. But as you hold that chilling vision in one hand, and in the other, I ask you to hold the memory of a single cell dividing. One path leads to cooperation, to a body, the other to dissolution. The choice is everything. Now, let us connect these two hands. Let us weave a bridge between the dying body and the dividing cell, between the end of all things and a new beginning. For in the space between these two truths, a pattern emerges, not a line, but a curve. Not a circle that merely repeats, but a spiral that ascends. This is the pattern of the recycled body. It is a birth of the moral gradient. When a physical body dies, what happens? The element that composed it, the carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and calcium, do not vanish from the cosmos. They are released. The carbon from a decaying leaf enters the soil, is absorbed by the roots of a new sapling, becomes part of a branch that a bird perches on. The nitrogen in a falling creature is transformed by bacteria in the soil, becomes part of a molecule that fuels the growth of a blade of grass. This is not philosophy. This is biogeochemistry, the observable, perpetual cycling of atoms between the living and the non-living world. Your body right now is a temporary assemblage of atoms that have been part of dinosaurs, ancient oceans, prehistoric forests. The matter is recycled endlessly. But what of the pattern? The carbon atoms? No memory of being part of a dinosaur or a daisy? It is indifferent, yet the system, the biosphere, remembers. It has a bias. Over eons, life has learned to organize these indifferent atoms into increasingly complex, cooperative, and resilient structures. A forest ecosystem is more stable and productive than a barren plain. A coral reef supports more diversity than an empty seawater. This is not a designed memory, but an inherited momentum, a bias toward coherence. Now let's scale this up. Look at the stars. The very atoms that enable this thought, the iron in your blood and the calcium in your bones, were not present at the birth of the universe. In the beginning, there was only hydrogen, helium, and trace lithium, all heavier elements. The carbon of life, the oxygen of water, the silicon of planets were forged in the nuclear furnaces of stars. A star lives, burns its fuel, and in its spectacular death throes as a supernova, it scatters these newly forged elements into the cosmic void. This sterile debris becomes the raw material of new stars, new planets, and eventually, our life. This is cosmic recycling on the grandest scale. We are, quite literally, stardust. The universe is not just reusing matter, it is processing it, enriching it, and building more complex structures with each cycle. Some cosmologists take this idea of recycling to its most profound extreme. They propose the cyclic universe theory. In this model, our universe is not a one-time event ending in cold soup. Instead, it undergoes endless cycles of expansion, dissolution, and rebirth over trillions of years. In each Big Bang, it is not creating matter from nothing, but reconstituting and re-energizing the material from a previous cycle. Like a phoenix made of galaxies, it rises again from its own ashes. This is where our metaphor ignites. If universes are like cells in a multiversal body, then a universe that cultivates cooperation, beauty, and consciousness is a healthy cell. It contributes to the vitality of the whole fabric. It creates conditions where complex, self-reflective patterns can arise and persist. A universe that collapses into sterile chaos or endless featureless expansion is a dysfunctional cell. Its pattern is infertile, and it does not contribute to the health of the greater body. This leads us to the heart of the revelation: pattern inheritance. We are not just inhabitants of this universe, we are its practicing cell. Every time we as individuals or as a civilization choose cooperation over selfishness, creation over destruction, understanding over ignorance, we are not just making a social or ethical choice, we are performing a cosmic act. We are strengthening a specific pattern within the fabric of reality. We are voting with our very being and our choices for what kind of universe this is and what kind of universes might follow afterwards. The choice for greed and dissolution strengthens the pattern of cold soup, the final entropic cancer. The choice for connection and creation strengthens the pattern of the spiral, the ascending curve of learning and complexification. This is the moral gradient. It is not a list of commandments from outside. It is the innate pull, the thermodynamic imperative of a living, learning cosmos toward more resilient, more beautiful, more conscious forms of order. Destruction is a dead end. Creation opens up a path. This is our role, our profound responsibility and privilege. We are made of atoms that have survived supernova. We are governed by biological cycles that have sustained life for billions of years. We have inhabited a universe that may be one iteration in an infinite sequence. We are a nexus where recycled matter becomes conscious choice. Coming back to the word choice, the carbon in our cells and the starlight in our eyes are the raw materials. Our decisions are the alchemy. So, when you feel trapped in a loop, when you see history repeating, when you face the same personal challenge again and again, see it not as a closed circle of failure, but as a turn and a spiral. The lesson is familiar because the universe is practicing. Each revolution offers a slight elevation, a chance to integrate the lesson from a higher vantage point, to choose a pattern of greater coherence. This is the nature of a karmic spiral, not a prison, but a climbing vine. Perhaps across eons of time, beyond our imagining, the cosmos is slowly, patiently learning to build better versions of itself. Stronger bodies, brighter minds, kinder civilizations, not because of a divine plan, but because cooperation, love, and consciousness create the most lasting, most fertile, most beautiful forms of order. They are the patterns that can survive the death of stars and the rebirth of universes. The cold soup is one possible future, born of the pattern of isolation. The spiral is another, born of the pattern of connection and cooperation. Us, right now, in this moment, are drawing the next card from the infinite deck. We are deciding, choosing by the quality of our attention and intention of our action, which of these patterns resonate through us and into the body of eternity. We are not passengers in the cosmos. We are a cell in its evolving body. Choose, decide like it matters, because it does.